With the rise in gluten-free diets comes much speculation about this autoimmune disorder. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 facts about celiac disease.
I had migraines, chronic fatigue, bloating, and tingling in my fingers and toes.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the most interesting information we could find about a disease that's been widely discussed in the press in the early 21st century.
So I'm sure they probably went through some of the struggles, Jennifer, you went through as well.
Number 5. It's genetic. If someone in your family has celiac disease, it makes you more likely to suffer from the disorder as well. If one of your closest relatives has been diagnosed with the disease, that's all the more reason for you to be tested. The University of Chicago's Celiac Disease Center found that if someone has celiac disease, there is a 5% chance that their parents, siblings, or children will also have the disease. If you want to find out more, genetic testing is an option to see if you carry the genes HLA-DQ2 or DQ8, which are indicators of the disease. Number 4. It affects more people than you'd think. A few decades ago, celiac disease was a rarity, occurring in only about 1 in every 10,000 people. Today, the number most cited is 1 in 133, meaning approximately 1% of the population. There are many theories about why the numbers have jumped so dramatically, with some believing that a simple awareness of the disease has increased the number of diagnosed cases. Others have cited advances in medical technology as a reason that more people are diagnosed. It seems, though, that more people than ever are actually suffering from celiac disease, and there aren't any solid conclusions as to why this is taking place. Number 3. The only known treatment is going gluten-free. Sadly, if you're diagnosed with celiac disease, there is no medical or pharmaceutical cure to improve your symptoms. The only thing that's been proven to work is eliminating all traces of gluten from your diet. This is harder than you'd think, and goes beyond just skipping toast in the morning. Gluten can be found in many foods, especially processed foods, including soy sauce, cereal, processed meats, soups, and sauces. You have to be very diligent to ensure that there is no gluten hidden in seemingly safe foods. Number 2. It often goes undiagnosed. Because the symptoms of celiac disease can be somewhat generalized, the disorder can often elude the detection of medical professionals for years before being diagnosed. Symptoms like bloating, constipation, fatigue, headache, and anxiety are present with many different gastrointestinal ailments. In fact, as many as 83% of people suffering from celiac disease have not been properly diagnosed, and the average time it takes for someone to receive diagnosis after noticing symptoms is 6 to 10 years. If you're worried that you have celiac disease, be open with your doctor about your concerns. Number 1. Gluten sensitivity and celiac disease are different. While the symptoms for these two conditions may look very similar, the way that they actually affect the body is quite different. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder, which means that the body responds to the consumption of gluten by attacking the small intestine, causing a host of other problems. Gluten sensitivity is more complicated and more controversial, with many claiming that it isn't a real disease at all.
When you have gluten sensitivity, there is no damage going on to the lining of your small intestine, but you just don't feel well when you have gluten. You can still have bloating, diarrhea.
The jury is still out on this one, but regardless, if you feel like gluten doesn't agree with you, try cutting it out and seeing how you feel. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.